Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to the first actual Let's Play for Whimsy Stories Legacy Challenge. So, I'm going to be honest, it's a little bit PC and here and there just because I had like this whole over an hour voice footage but not video footage to accompany it, so I don't know where the heck that went. Anyway, we're going to just jump in and do a little voiceover. I did a debug tent, so I managed to get that. I figured out cheats a little bit, but I'm still very wishy-washy with it. And we are, of course, starting off with our founder sim, who is Luna Grace. She's going to be the start of everything for the Whimsy Stories Legacy Challenge. So I did have a couple of plans for this video. I wanted to kind of solidify that best friend arc that I said I was going to have with the NPC character that I created in one of the prep and plan videos that I did prior on the channel. And let me just tell you, that relationship did not go to plan. Again, it's part of the footage that somehow has disappeared, so I really apologize for that. But here we are going into the Tinker family, which is where Momo, the best friend, is residing in. Kind of like a sponsorship with a wealthy family for their eco-living journey, right? So Momo didn't like the fact that Luna was using the bath, and every time we tried to use it, there was some sort of like correspondence where it was like, get out of the bath. And I didn't realize it was Momo at the time. I thought it was just like the other residents of the Tinker family. Turned out, no, I have just beefed with this person that I have set up as my best friend, and I have been kicked out of the house. And I wasn't allowed to return until the next day because tensions were super high and it was literally locked to Luna, right? So yeah, I've got a little bit of that building beef that's going to show shortly, where I think Luna was basically on the computer and kind of just making herself maybe too friendly, too at home, without properly introducing herself to everybody, particularly Momo. Because in my head, I think I knew that, I think it's through the, well, I thought through the MCC commander that you can assign friendships, but you can't. I think you can just assign like siblings, relationships, that sort of thing. But I think I thought that I did set them as best friends, even though that doesn't seem to be possible. And I didn't realize that I had to put the hard graft into actually making them best friends and not just like in my head as the storyline. So there's me thinking, oh, they're friendlier than they are, and now they're just having like a really bad conversation. They're not connecting, and then of course the element of irritations rising later on in the clips that didn't get saved for whatever reason, when Luna's trying to take a bath and Momo's like, no, you can't do that, and kicks her out. So yeah, the friendship didn't go to plan, but we're working on that. I did a little bit more grafting behind the scenes after filming just to kind of get that where I wanted, and then later on we do have the success of, yes, they are best friends, so that's good. There was also a scene that I'm gutted was missed, but kind of I'm not, because it was kind of traumatic. The fire. Oh, okay. There's also this. I touched this stereo because it was sparking out, and I thought, oh, I'm handy, I can do that. I died. Yeah, Luna died. So I quickly reset. I quickly reset that. Let's have a little look at her on the floor. I thought she was going to wake up, and then I saw the Grim Reaper, and I was like, oh no, this ain't good. This ain't good. But what I was saying about the fire, it just, but she kept like automatically putting it back on, and I was like, no, I don't want the fire on. And then the little Tinker girl saw her mum get caught in the fire and freaking like burn up, and I was like, oh my god, that is so traumatic. I did not want that to happen. What is going on? So I'm kind of happy that this whole situation transpired a little bit, because it reset both the burnt up mum and the fact that Luna very shortly after perished from trying to be a little bit too hands-on. So yeah, it was a bit of a awkward beginnings for the Legacy Challenge, but we are swiftly moving on to hopefully greener horizons and actually getting into the goals of the game, which is, of course, fabricating some goodies to sell. So really this was a do-over. I was pretending that Luna didn't die and wanted to start over progress with the best friend Momo. I did actually lose quite a bit of progress in game after she died, so that was a little bit of a sour point, and I did kind of rage quit a little bit, and then I thought, no, let me continue on. Let's get her super grubby and live off the land properly a little bit, kind of mooching in the bars, meet some of the townies, particularly some of the characters that I created in NPC, and kind of work a little bit more on the love interest as well. So, or a potential love interest, because I did make a variety of characters to kind of potentially fulfill that need. So yeah, that was the goal, and also kind of just getting back on track with better grounds with Momo, so that I could actually achieve that best friend status, or like close friend, whatever they call it in The Sims.
Fambo! Flinta Flars. Meeb! Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Floof, golf.
Moopies.
Yapahorn.
Gifna.
Unik snow. Mushka the rule. Mushka me pim.
Chipagove. Chipagava.
Lumpina. Ah,
Don't even. Haga, Rix.
What? Vadish.
Yes, it's finally time to fabricate. I believe this is the first time Luna has done so. And do you know what? So I had a fabricating machine outside my tent at one point, and then I realized, I'm pretty much off grid. I don't have any sort of electricity or anything like that. So luckily the Tinkler family have one, or the Tinker. I don't know why I said Tinkler. They have one there, and that's why I kind of wanted to build some sort of relationship with them to use their resources until I start building like a little cute home aside from the tent. So here we are. How cute is this? Making some of the first items to sell. We are the freelanced crafter, and the goal is to be like a master crafter, which is fantastic. And yeah, it was quite a fun bit of gameplay for me, because I'd never had the eco living pack until playing this through now, so I hadn't had an opportunity to use the fabricator or anything like that. So it was quite a cool experience. I enjoyed it, and it's quite cool to see that you can also do some candle making and things of that nature as well. And really, you can just do it with like trash you find in bins, like when dumpster diving and things like that, which is awesome.
Stevie. Loafa.
Yes, best friends has been completed. That is really satisfying for me, because in my head, like, I needed that because I'd already gone through this storyline in my head where they were best friends, right? And so when that wasn't happening, I was low-key stressing about it. I don't know why, I just was. So hopefully there'll be no more clashes or like altercations in that way, even though it looks like Luna's stamping her feet and currently losing friend points at the minute. Let's swiftly move on. Oh look, a doll's house. Maybe we can actually have a bath without being thrown out the house. Oh, blessed relief, sweet, sweet release, happy days. No one is kicking us out. This is the stuff I dreamed of.
Mimla? Oh, Karasha. A B. Larga Zakuni. Maybe.
Okay, there's a fair bit of damage and leaking in one of the bathrooms downstairs. Hopefully that can increase some of my handiness points, which will be very helpful, I'm sure, for the fabrication destination for the career.
Smurf. Tura Quink. Kuzip. Avarani Squamid. Domi Bayan. Neep, 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 neep. Batanavi Stances. Gluna.
Oh, Wahalike.
Pujing.
Oh,
Kimba. Essenoi Florib. Nisa Fineka. Shembo. Shani Shippy. Shallow. Knees and bread. Space Bedrobel. Yes.
So really, just for the rest of this video, I'm just trying to build up some like friendship ties with this tinker family, as well as actually doing some tinkering myself with the fabrication machine, which is fabulous. I am really like forward thinking now into how I want my like tiny home to be. I am really looking forward to kind of developing on that and building a little bit more in terms of the business of the fabrication and the master crafter, master maker, whatever they call it. This was quite cute. I don't really interact with children sims very much, but this doll's house is so adorable, and I've seen in some instances that if you play as a child, the make-believe aspect really shines and like things come to life in the doll's house, and that is just so magical to me, so whimsy, some might say. But yeah, I just thought that'd be a lovely finishing note for today's video. So I hope you are all looking forward to the next one. Hopefully I don't have as much issues with the footage being lost as I did this time round. Wish me luck, and thank you so much for watching. I shall catch you in another video soon. Bye.